Hello YouTubers, yes, we are continuing publishing and making videos here on the channel for the Yam Squad. Today we are actually in isolation. As you can see, nobody is here at the gym. So even the people that might arrive, again, wiping down equipment, staying away and just trying to not get into contact with as many people as possible. But the idea of the virus spreading and being in isolation, for me as a young person, it doesn't matter, or I should be able to recover from this virus. But that's not the point. The point of isolation, for all those that think, oh, I'm young, I can get it, it's okay, is the point of the virus has spread so much that you're only a couple of points of contact away from actually being in contact with it. So, for example, me talking to someone else and I get it from them, and then that person or myself talking to someone else, that second person that you talk to or third person that you talk to could be an older relative, someone that's a bit older, or someone in the risk zones that you care about, that could end up not doing very well if they get the virus. So again, it's not down to, oh well, I'm young, I'm pretty fit, strong, so if I get it, I'll be fine. No, that's not the point at all. The point of it is protecting the entire public from getting the virus, or at least limiting the spread of it. But like I said, today we're in isolation. Technically, we're at the gym, but there's nobody here that is not opening the gym. We're in isolation, but today we're in isolation. Technically, the gym is open, but there's pretty much nobody here. And also the rowing club, Bath Rowing Club, has shut. So no rowing in the double for Charlie and I. I think I can still get out in the single, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But again, if that's the case, I just can't get out, and the erg is still there, because remember, erg is bay. And I'll probably put those t-shirts up onto yamsquad.com soon. But now that I've chatted enough about the virus, and yes, it is a very serious, very serious thing that we all have to come together on, not literally in a group, but perhaps across the world. But as well, I have some interesting news about the online things that we're doing to help the Yam Squad, to distract the Yam Squad, but that'll be later on in the episode and probably on the title. But now, heading into the gym. So let's get to the montage. And we've made it outside of the gym post-workout. As you can see, still not a lot of people around, but with a couple of more people in the gym, still distancing ourselves, wiping down the equipment. And I don't think the gym will actually be open for much longer, as everything is closing down and everyone's isolating, etc, etc. But today, we're going to do something a little bit different, a little bit new. So basically, the vlog today, for the rest of the day, will be sort of behind the scenes for the first live stream that I've done ever on our erg workout on YouTube. So we're going to see how that works. It's going to be one of the steady state workouts and just kind of see how we get on. So I was going to do it on my phone, but then I'm thinking, okay, I want to display the data on the screen. So I think what I'll do is do a live stream, then display sort of the erg data bit sort of right here. So you can see, if you imagine I'm a rowing machine, see the rowing machine, see the screen, so you can see the splits and see how we get on. So today we have to go get a webcam. So I think on top of getting some food, because remember food is fuel, not only to fuel up now, but also because we're running out of fuel in the house a little bit. Got enough carbs, but need other sources. Also need some veg and stuff. So we're going to see the state of the shops. Seen a lot of posts about it being really empty, but we'll soon find out what it is like today. So let's get to the rest of the day. Oh yeah. Yam. Yam. And we've made it into the park. Just Charlie and I, a little bit more isolation for today, but post-walk we're gonna head out of the isolation, but trying to keep ourselves as isolated as possible with the use of social distancing, so keeping everyone away with the stick. Brought this far, hopefully further, but basically I have to get some more food, because remember, food is fuel, and like I said about maybe getting a webcam for this stream, but it looks like there aren't any in stock around, plus shops are closing, so it'll be difficult to get one. So I think I'll order one, but basically going to use the phones for the webcam or the stream today and kind of see how we get on with it. And then if that goes well, if you, the Yam Squad, enjoy it, then we'll kind of do this more regularly as we go through these uncertain times. So we're going to continue the walk with Yam and Max, and I suppose Charlie also has found a stick. Fetch it, Charlie. Good boy. But now we'll head back in to get into the Yam Drover and transport ourselves to a shop that hopefully has food. Oh yeah. And we've made it outside, we've made it to the shop to see if there's actually any food in stock to fuel us up, because remember, food is fuel. But now, as always, like last week, trying to just stay away from people, especially Charlie. So let's get into the shop. Try not to touch too many things and keep the hands clean with some hand sanitizer. Oh yeah. And once again, Aldi, you don't have any barbecue, even though you've refilled it. Absolutely disastrous, but there is some delicious other marinades that we can use, so we're going to continue to get some more of those. And if you look behind us here, not a lot of tins, which makes sense because tins last longer. So we're going to see what we can get. There is some chicken left and some tuna.
That's about it.
And that's about it. And we've made it out the shop. We've got some meatballs and we've got some chicken. You may think that's a silly thing to buy because it's not going to last. Well, I'm probably going to eat all the chicken and, well, not probably. I am going to eat the chicken and meatballs before the sell-by dates anyway. And so we've upped the tuna intake as well to make sure the cupboards are stocked. So instead of buying 600 cans of tuna, I've just been slowly buying two extra tins here or there. So now I have a surplus in the cupboard, but it's not like I'm trying to make sure I have 700 cans all at once. So trying to be a bit responsible there, so not emptying the shelves for the people that then shop next to me or after me. And also, the shop is really, really busy. I thought it'd be really, really not busy, which is very interesting. So extra precautions, trying to stay away from people, covering the mouth, covering the hands, making sure you're seeing if anyone's ill. But now, back to the house. We're trying to find a webcam, but actually now that we've thought about it, everywhere's out of stock for a webcam. Everywhere. And why might that be? One reason, everyone's decided with time gaming, time in the house, time spent on your games consoles, we're going to become the next Ninja. Or a lot of people conferencing from home, video conferencing from home, their work have decided you need a webcam, and so they've all went into places to sell webcams and bought all the webcams. So I need to order one online, which will delay things, the live stream, but I'm going to be trying something different, so I'll plug in my phone and use other cameras that I have access to for this test one, and then can see how it goes and then go on to a webcam later on this week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. But now, into the car, packing up, and then probably back to the house. Oh yeah!
Hello, Yam Squad!
And I don't know what you guys have just watched. Hopefully it was the erg itself. We were in a little bit of a rush to start the live stream on time, so I gave a time on my Instagram story. I know some of you don't have an Instagram, don't watch the stories, so maybe you didn't quite catch it, but the idea is to post on my story, post somewhere, or even have a more regular time to do a live stream and do something like this. It doesn't have to be this, it might be a shorter workout intervals, especially when a lot of us are getting isolated. So today was just 1 hour and 40, just to kind of test everything out. So basically what we did, we have a big TV here, We have the laptop there streaming to TV, the chat over there. So everything that was said I could see. Some things got blocked, some things didn't, but could see everything and I could respond. The camera was here pointing over to Charlie and I. Use my phone because, like I said earlier, cannot find a webcam. Everyone seems to be wanting to become the next ninja, become the next gaming star, or perhaps it's more for video conferencing for work, which probably makes a bit more sense. But that was actually really, really good fun. Brought another dimension to erging itself. I wouldn't really do it for every steady state workout because I had to use some effort to sort of add to make sure I actually respond. Like the heart rate would climb a little bit higher than normal because I was talking quite a bit through it. My average heart rate was actually 138, and then actually, so that was with a maximum of 170. With the burst at the end, that was called by the chat, but also there was many yams put in the chat, so it was time to do a last power 10. Hopefully you guys actually saw that. I'm not sure if I can actually download the video, but it was really good fun to do. I'm definitely going to be doing this more often. Like I said, what I'm going to do is figure out whether it's on my Instagram story or on the videos. Actually, let me know in the comments below what time would be best for you to do a workout like this together live. Obviously, the Yam Squad is worldwide. There's people on the chat were saying it's 1 AM, like in Australia. So obviously they're not really going to be erging at that time. But maybe there's a time, maybe it's once a week, once a month, that we can all kind of line up with times and do an erg together. Especially if we're all in isolation, it's a bit easier to schedule that erg in, or that workout in, wherever it is. So again, let me know in the comments below what would be a good time for you, or if you have sort of ideas of workouts to do. This was just a steady one, so that you could join in if you wanted. Hopefully the video will go up, and it's there now for forever to row an hour and 40 minutes. Let me know, 1, workout wise, workout times, 2, what you thought of this sort of format, this workouts, live stream, and 3, if you have any ideas to improve the live stream. So I will be getting a webcam once they're back in stock. That'll help with different things. So hopefully all of that makes sense. Hopefully you can use this workout or the live workout itself on your sort of isolation days to keep you company, or maybe you'll wait until the next one. Thank you so much to everyone who participated in the chat on the first live stream on today. Hopefully we can get some more in. But now, after a session, you know what it's time to do. It's time to fuel up, because remember, food is fuel. And as always, pushing the Yam Squad, seeing how far we can go, and just trying to do something different. Because today, or now, there's a lot of changes going on in the whole entire world. I don't really know what's coming. I can see that some, like Britain, for example, are a little bit behind some of the countries, so I can see in that respect we will be sort of getting more restrictions put on our country, like probably you guys already have. But we don't really know what's going to be happening in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, and going the way 2020 is going so far. Who really knows what's going to happen next? But if the Yam Squad can really stick together and push through it together, work together, lean on each other, use each other for support, then we'll get to the other side in one piece and be able to push forward in any sort of aspect. Not just sort of, oh, you have to get on the erg, you have to work out, you have to be healthy. It's more of, we need to get through whatever's going on together in one piece. And yes, being healthy is number one. And like I said before, rowing, keeping fit is not the be all and end all, but it can help. Like this, talking to you guys can help me, and hopefully it can help one of you guys as well. But that will be it for today's episode, Yam Squad. Again, for the millionth time, I enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did too. A little bit of the behind the scenes, but I'll be doing more and more sort of behind the scenes as the live streams pick up, and as to get it all properly set up. But right now it was kind of, okay, we've got half an hour. How are we going to get this done? How are we going to get it to go? So this went well, and that means more live streams to come. And as always, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, hit that like button, and I will see you tomorrow for a Thursday episode of the vlogs. Oh yeah.